Oh my gosh, I totally created a squirrel kingdom in 2.3 seconds by looking outside. Here I am again in the same clothes and the same room, and you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, this guy is completely disgusting. He's worn the same pair of clothes since Sunday. Well, I just want you to know that today is Sunday. It is still the 24th of February, and I am making all of these videos because I feel a need to make all of these videos before midterms.
Prepare for uninterrupted story time.
There was a squirrel that ran past me, and I live on the 3rd floor, so I'm like freaking out. So there's this entire squirrel kingdom that I just came up with, and I must share it with you. So there are these squirrels, and they live in tree holes, you know, and we're like, oh my gosh, the squirrels are totally adorable and cute, and they are not adorable and cute. They actually want to destroy your world and kill everyone. Anyways, here's how it kind of works. We walk up to a squirrel here on campus, and they're like, oh, it's a cute little squirrel, and it's not moving an inch because it's adorable, and it thinks that I'm adorable, and I'm just gonna be all like, oh, look at the squirrel, and we're gonna have Phineas and Ferb moments because squirrels. And then the squirrel over there is thinking, oh my gosh, this human is getting close to me, I must kill it with my heat ray vision, and their friend squirrel telepathically tells them through their heads, do not, I insist, do not kill them with your heat vision, our plan has not been put in action yet. And the squirrel's like, okay, I'm gonna try not to so hard. So all it does is right before you get to it, it runs away and goes to its little house. So that way it doesn't murder you because it really, really wants to. It's kind of like their way of self-control. So it goes into its hole and goes underground to the underground campus. And this is where soldiers, squirrel soldiers, are trained. Cute little squirrel soldiers. I realize that it's probably adorable to see all those little squirrels running around all soldiery, but they're wanting to kill you. So it's not adorable in playing, but in looks, it's so cute. So all of these squirrels are like, okay, master, when shall we kill them with our newly developed heat ray vision? And they're like, we're not going to do it for a few years. Let's wait until 2027, because I love 27 anyways. Let's wait until 2027 for the apocalypse of the world. So they call their other squirrel buddies in Washington. Hey, Washington squirrel buddies, we decided that we're not going to kill the world until 2027. Sir, who gave you that all order? Well, totes the prez, the squirrel prez. And you guys want to know who the squirrel prez is? Betty White. Right? Betty White is the squirrel president, and it's just, that's why they're so adorable, I can tell. But seriously, she wants to destroy the world. I love her to death. Ha, she's so perfect to destroy the world. Nobody would suspect her. She's the most adorable old lady in the entire history of the planet, and all she likes to talk about is things which are a little too dirty to describe on this YouTube video, but let's just say they involve sex, and I don't even want to get into that. Anyways, she's so cute, little Betty White, and Betty White is the president of an entire squirrel army. Isn't that adorable and also completely creepy? So anyways, in 2027, when Betty will be like a gajillion years old, because she'll live forever. She is the Elvis of the 2000s, I'm telling you. She will live until I die. Probably after I die, but it won't matter then. She will come out with her legions of squirrels and attack Washington, D.C., I'm sure of it. And by the way, you know what's really funny? I bet since I'm talking about squirrel armies and attacking the United States of America, there are CIA people that are going to watch this video and wonder if I'm a terrorist, but I'm not a terrorist. Betty White's a terrorist. Okay, we're good. Anyways, there are all these squirrel armies, and she's going to be like, Prez, make me prez, or else I'll kill you with my squirrel armies. And eventually they'll be like, no, I'm stubborn, this is America, a democracy, you have to be voted. Which, by the way, I totally don't see why Betty White wouldn't just try out for president. I would vote for Betty White, she's fantastic. Anyway, she'd be like, no, I'm gonna kill you with my squirrel armies because I don't want to worry about that. I've got too many squirrels that love me before I can kill you. So wait, that was a weird sentence. She has too many squirrels that love her, so she will instead kill him. There it is. Anyways, by then Obama's totes not going to be president. It'll be like Obama the 15th or something. I don't remember. I'm not very good at remembering the names of presidents. George Washington was one, right? So there she was, Betty White, in front of the president's office, and she's like, oh, look at me. I have squirrel armies, and I'm going to destroy the world unless you make me president. So the president's like, no, I'm not going to do it. And she's like, okay, I'm going to kill you. So she kills him with all of her squirrels, and eventually everyone dies. Well, not everyone, but everyone that's of power dies, and Betty's like, I have taken control, and then we're all like, yay, because she's Betty White and there's squirrels! Basically, the United States becomes the squirrel states, and the squirrels run over us and make us their slaves, but we don't mind because, I mean, it's just adorable. Eventually, the adorableness, though, kind of runs off when the taxes get too high, and we fight against the squirrel populace and win. Squirrels go back into hiding in nature, and we eat them a lot for dumplings in the future, just so you know. And Betty White does eventually die, which was such a shocking day. We thought she would live until she was 450, but not quite. She was just under 450. So Betty White was president. The end. Did I mention I was from the future? So I know these things.